Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt Slater, Yorktown Supervisor, coming to you from Town Hall. We're a little bit early today. Normally we go on at 6 o'clock, but we made the decision to begin at 5 because I've been battling time with the President of the United States. So we will be doing these more frequently at 5 o'clock. Today is Monday, March 30th. Again, my apologies for everyone who are used to the 6 o'clock time slot, but we did have a program change, so we will be doing these more at 5. Today's number of confirmed COVID-19 cases is now at 89 for the town of Yorktown. Again, the number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the town of Yorktown is now at 89. In Westchester County, that number is 9,326 confirmed cases, which is an increase of 807. In New York State, the number is now 66,984 in New York State. I just want to check that. My apologies. The number for New York State is 66,497, which was an increase of 6,984 from yesterday. So those numbers continue to go up. We said yesterday during our update and town hall meeting that the next 2 to 3 weeks are going to be the most intense. Our greatest challenge are still ahead of us. It is clearly an unprecedented situation. There is no playbook for a pandemic, and it's constantly evolving. And there's no better example than what we experienced here at Town Hall today. Today, we learned that one of our own employees tested positive for COVID-19. The individual has not been in Town Hall since Tuesday, March 24th. And so, effective immediately, tomorrow will be a mandatory work from home day. We're making all of our Town Hall employees work remotely tomorrow so that we can properly sanitize and deep clean Town Hall. And starting Wednesday, each Town Hall department will designate one individual who will report to the office each day. Not rotating, it's one individual reporting to each department each day, and everyone else in Town Hall will be working remotely. Yesterday we talked a lot about the increased amount of litter we're seeing on our streets, that we're seeing in our parking lots. I gave a demonstration about what to do with your gloves, how to take them off, how to put them in a Ziploc bag to make sure that it's properly discarded when you get home. As a reminder, if you are littering, and again, it's not just in our parking lots, but it's elsewhere, you are breaking the law. There is increased enforcement that is happening as we speak. And if you are littering, and we do, and the authorities, and I want to thank, of course, our police department, our building department, and our code enforcement, who are out, and they are on the lookout for people littering. In fact, I was talking with our code enforcement officer today, and we are right now going to be investing in additional litter cameras. I've got some emails from folks about, again, one of my favorite topics, which is the track at the Albert A. Capellini Community and Cultural Center. I know, again, that we do have a large number of our folks who do utilize the track, and I understand why. It remains closed, period. It's closed. Again, that was done in conjunction with our park superintendent, as well as the Commissioner of Health for Westchester County, because we just simply cannot guarantee the health and safety of our residents. And it's not the track. I just want to be clear about that, but it's the field. All of our active parks are closed. It's the field. It's the playground. It's the workout equipment. It's not simply just the track, and you can't close one without closing the other. So people have asked, well, where do I go instead? And I know that there are folks who have found alternative routes that are circular and that are safe. I would recommend The FDR pool parking lot, for those who don't know, FDR is still open. And the pool parking lot, which you go as you're coming in FDR, you basically go around the whole park. You come up the hill. There is a nice flat circular lot right there, plenty of parking, and I encourage our seniors to utilize that as an appropriate place and substitution for the track that you may normally utilize in town. Tax collection is another issue that we continue to hear a lot about. I was with our tax receiver today. She has continued to field a number of phone calls and questions about the status of tax collection. So I just once again want to repeat and be clear as to what is happening. The federal and state income tax deadline has been extended to July 15th. That is your federal and state income tax deadline. The town tax deadline remains April 30th. I want to say that again. The town tax deadline remains April 30th. And that is simply because the town does not have the legal authority to extend that deadline, nor do we have the authority to waive any fees or penalties for late payment. That is all granted on the state level. I had another conference call today with the county executive, George Latimer, who I want to thank for his great leadership, as well as dozens of other municipal leaders, supervisors and mayors, town board members, and this has been a constant topic of conversation, something that we continue to advocate for. But right now, again, April 30th is the tax deadline for the town of Yorktown. There are several ways that you can issue your payment. So those bills were mailed last week by our tax receiver and finance department. So you may already be getting that in the mail. But just to remind everyone, you can go to our website, yorktownny.org/online-payments, and you can pay right at home, right online. There are a few ways of doing this. Online via electronic check. That is probably the best way because there's no additional charge. There's no processing charge. That's included in that. You can pay via credit card, but please note that there is a 3% fee that is dictated by a third-party vendor who processes the payment. This is not a town fee. Credit cards, again, if you're going to pay with your credit card, it's a 3% fee. That is not a town fee. You can use the drop box, which remains in front of Town Hall. And even though, again, tomorrow we'll be working remotely, we will continue to have people check that drop box. But you can submit payment via the drop box in front of Town Hall. Or, of course, you can mail your payment right to Town Hall as well. And all this information, as always, is right on the Town of Yorktown website, which I continue to urge and encourage our residents to utilize as a critical source of information. A couple of other announcements. The Battle of Yorktown, I spoke with our director of R&R, Recycle and Refuse. Battle of Yorktown has officially been postponed, and we will hopefully be able to provide a date later in the year for us to reconvene the Battle of Yorktown, one of the great things that we see happen in our community. So the Battle of Yorktown has been postponed. In addition, I spent time late last week with our highway superintendent, Dave Paganelli, who's been absolutely terrific and a great partner to make sure that our roads remain safe and clear. We did speak with Remus, the company who is in charge of the Mohegan Ave retaining wall, and the decision was made to postpone the construction that is needed. It still remains our administration's top priority from an infrastructure standpoint, but at this point in time, we have postponed. We had it all ready to go for an April 1st. That's the date that I put on the calendar, and I circled for everybody, and we worked towards that. We would have been in the ground. We would have broken ground on April 1st if this pandemic did not actually occur. But considering the financial situation of the town, we all thought it best to postpone until the end of the month until we get a better grasp as to the town's finances at a later point. So we're going to be circling back with that again at the end of April. From the governor's briefing today, everyone knows, or if you don't know, that the Javits Center, which is a 1,000-bed temporary hospital, is now open and accepting its first patients, which is a just tremendous effort by the Army Corps of Engineers, who turned the Javits Center into a temporary hospital. There still remains no word if there will be a mobile testing site in northern Westchester. I can just tell you from the conversations that I've had, no one has raised that with me about putting a mobile testing site in the town of Yorktown or any of these temporary hospitals in the town of Yorktown. And lastly, for those who may not have seen a number of wonderful photos and videos all morning regarding the HSNS Comfort, which did arrive in port today down in New York City. Again, that brings another 1,000 hospital beds and 1,200 medical personnel. For those who don't know, the idea regarding the Comfort is that they're actually going to be directing non-COVID related patients to the Comfort, and this way it alleviates that additional pressure on New York City hospitals. So a few, let's see, I think there were a few other items I thought we covered. As a reminder, the census is ongoing, so please make sure that you complete the census. Early indications show that Yorktown was doing fairly well, but not great, so we definitely need to make sure that folks are participating in the census, and you should have received the notification in the mail. Of course, I can't say enough about our inspirational frontliners and first responders. We discussed them last night, in length. All of our hometown heroes who continue to be just a tremendous source of inspiration for all of us. Not just our frontliners and first responders, but our grocery store workers, the folks at the Postal Service, the folks, the staff here at Town Hall, and not just at Town Hall, but in town government, making sure that your water stays on, making sure that your sewers still work, making sure that your parks are clean, making sure that the roads are open and safe. I mean, folks are still out there providing essential services for everyone at home, despite the challenges we are facing as a community. And with that being said, I wanted to provide, we spent about an hour and a half last night providing a very in-depth update. I want to thank again Councilman Lachterman and Sergio Esposito, President of the Yorktown Chamber of Commerce, for joining me. Sergio provided a lot of detailed information regarding the CARE Act, the $2.2 trillion federal package for small businesses and homeowners. And so he did a fantastic job there. I have been in touch with every council member. I spoke with Councilman Patel today. I spoke with Councilwoman Roker a few times today, and if she's watching, Alice, I hope you're doing well. And of course, Councilman Diana, who I'm happy to report was under the weather for a bit, but he is fully recovered, and he's chomping at the bit to get back to work. So we're going to be seeing him back here in the town boardroom, hopefully joining me in some of these briefings. And the leadership and the cooperation just has been tremendous. Again, not just here in Yorktown, even though I think we're the model. I think we lead from the front, and we've been ahead of the curve on a lot of things. But coordination with our partners in the county government and the state government and the national government. This isn't about politics. This is about America. This is about New York. This is about Westchester. And this is about the town of Yorktown. And I know that I said before, the next 2 to 3 weeks are going to be intense. They're going to be our greatest challenge that we've seen so far in this fight. But I know coming together, standing together, we're going to overcome it. So stay well, stay healthy. If you have any questions, you can always call me directly at 914-962-5722, extension 200. That's 914-962-5722, extension 200. Or you can email me directly at mslater@yorktownny.org. Again, that's mslater@yorktownny.org. Again, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much.